Here in Formula Allegiant, here in Suzuka, here in Japan. We welcome you live here from Suzuka Circuit, where we're gonna have 10 drivers. It says 9 on the leaderboard, but we're gonna have 10 drivers because Ben Elliott just arrived to the track. But yeah, we are here in Suzuka and ready to get the Japanese Grand Prix underway here. We're gonna have an 18-minute qualifying as usual, and then we'll go right into the Grand Prix, which I believe will be. Let's see here. The Grand Prix will be. I'm checking right now. The Grand Prix will be 27 laps here in Japan. So, yeah, this track is definitely a fan favorite in the F1 community. So, yeah, we're gonna see how these drivers take on the Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka. Race 11 of the Formula Allegiant season. Sam Lewis has still won every single race. He's gone 10 in a row. We'll see if he can get to 11 in a row tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Yeah, I am also joined by Lucas K in the booth, if you're here, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. But yeah, Lucas is joining me in the booth. So, Lucas, what do you expect to see here in the Japanese Grand Prix?
So Sam Lewis, obviously on a dominating spree so far. No one has been able to beat him. So obviously, he's going to be the one to beat here tonight. David Albon has shown a lot of speed throughout the last couple of his races, so he will definitely be a competitor here tonight. And I also think Maddox Beard will also be a competitor. Looking at his practice times, uh, he said he was about 7 tenths slower than Sam Lewis. So if he can uh, get a couple more tenths, then maybe he could compete with Sam Lewis for the win here tonight.
Yeah, 7 tenths sounds like quite a lot, but when you're going up against someone who is about esports pace, Sam Lewis, it's actually pretty good. 7 tenths is not far off of Sam Lewis's time, so yeah, but still you're gonna have to find a few more tenths if you're gonna try to keep up with your Red Bull teammate Sam Lewis. But yeah, 15 minutes here on the clock. Here's Landon Bear now heads down through the double right-hander here in Suzuka. He's the only one on his lap right now as he slid off the final part of the double right-hander. So that's gonna not help his lap as he heads through the hairpin here. This track is a really fast track. Probably not. Actually, I would say it's on the same level as maybe Spa. It's really fast track here in Suzuka, and that's also fast tracks are kind of what Sam Lewis. That's where Sam Lewis is really good at as fast tracks. So I wouldn't be surprised if he can get 11 in a row tonight. But yeah, as Landon Bear now heads through 130R here, flat out corner, flat out left-hander into the final chicane here, leading on to the front stretch. The short run to the line here is going to see the time for Landon Bear now in the Sauber. It's going to be a 1:31.2 for Landon Bear now. So solid time. We'll see how he stacks up to everyone else. There's Sam Lewis on his lap. He heads through the S's here, the famous Suzuka S's. Heads out of the S's. Really easy to run wide there. You don't want to run wide off of the final part of the S's because then you're pretty much going to go straight and likely into the barriers. Sam Lewis heads up here. Seems very clean for the Red Bull driver. As watching, here's Maddox Beard. His teammate heads up through 130R. He might be getting a little bit of slipstream. I might have saw someone in front of him, but I'm not sure if he was close enough for any slipstream. So 13 minutes left as let's see where Maddox Beard goes. Royce Crown 129.9 as Jonathan Ibbett 129.3. Where will Maddox Beard go? He goes 128.4. Yeah, a lot of people improving, or a lot of people getting fast times. As Ryan Searles goes just quicker than Maddox Beard. He goes up to pole position, or provisional pole right now with a 128.4. Just 200ths up on Maddox Beard as Sam Lewis. Let's see the time to beat here. Sam Lewis likely going to go quickest here. Sam Lewis 127.8. So Ryan Searles and Max Beard, they're far off, but not too bad. They're about 7/10 off, so not too bad. But they're gonna have to improve quite a lot. As there's Elijah Wheeler and Justin Jewell. Let's see what Justin Jewell can do in the V car. But no, he actually heads to the pits. She bails on his lap, so he's not gonna set that lap time down. So that's pretty much gonna do it for the first runs. Elijah Wheeler might be on a lap in the Ferrari, so we can see what he can do here. Elijah Wheeler heads down through these sweeping corners, just sweeping corners up to the straightaway. And the straightaway coming up, it leads over a bridge that goes over. It goes over the last part of the double right-hander. That's the two corners after the famous S's. So yeah, that's something that makes this track really unique. It's a figure-8 track kind of. So yeah, it's something that's really unique about this track is Elijah Wheeler heads down through here. He might be coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Yeah, people are going to head out probably for their second runs here shortly. Sam Lewis is going to head into the pits this time. He's at a 127.8, so he's the only one on the 127s. We'll see if anyone can improve, though. As there's Isaiah Hamilton, who hasn't set a time yet. This is his first run, actually. He hasn't been on track yet here in Suzuka, so now he's heading out right now, and he's heading up down this DRS straightaway. And down into 130R once again. He's on his out lap. It's Justin Jewell also on his out lap. There's only two on out laps right now. As Royce Crown, I believe this is either his in lap or a push lap. Not sure. See what the Williams driver does here. Royce Crown. He sort of struggled at Belgium, but he's starting to. He started off here this weekend with this pretty solid speed. Could definitely be better as he goes to a 129.1. Still has to find quite a lot of time, but Royce Crown seems pretty solid, better than he was at Belgium last Sunday. So, yeah, 10 minutes left in qualifying as Isaiah Hamilton into the barrier. Isaiah Hamilton hard into the barrier. I'm not sure what happened. I was just cutting over to him to watch it. And Isaiah Hamilton in the barrier. He's out. As Sam Lewis, 5-place grid penalty. 5-place grid penalty for colliding with Justin Jewell, it looked like. That's a 5-place grid penalty, and that's going to set Sam Lewis back quite a lot. So even if he gets pole here.
That's going to definitely shake up this field as now more opportunities for these drivers to pull away from Sam Lewis at the start.
Yeah, but you do remember back at Bahrain when Sam Lewis missed qualifying. That was back when we did 2-day events and he was not able to make that Friday. That was also back when we did Saturday races. So yeah, he was not able to make qualifying in Bahrain, but he was able to drive through the field and still win that race. So I still definitely think he's probably still going to be able to win this race, but that does set him back quite a lot. Even if he gets pole here, like I was saying, he's still gonna start 5th. So not great for Sam Lewis, but he'll still have to drive to the field just like similar way he did at Bahrain. As that's Landon Bear now all around off of the S's. That is Sauber driver around. Yeah, a lot of mistakes happening here in the last like 5 minutes of qualifying. A lot of stuff has happened. So yeah, biggest thing being Sam Lewis with a 5-place grid penalty. Apologies for that. But looking here, this is Maddox Beard on his lap right now. He heads out turns 1 and 2 into the Suzuka S's. So we're gonna ride on board here. Also put on the lap data. This is everyone's like about second runs here. There's also a ride on board with Maddox Beard here. See how he attacks these corners here. Really solid, up to 10. Not enough to get to Sam Lewis this time, but if he improves more over the lap, that could really help him. It seems really good through the hairpin there. Might have sent it in a little deep, but still is pretty solid. Sector 2 is really the most important sector on the track, where all these sweeping corners are. It's the longest sector on the track. As Max Beard heads down through these corners, double left-hander heading down this straightaway here. Let's see if he's improving still. Yellow flag sector 2, but Max Beard he's improving 3/10, almost 4/10 for the Red Bull of Maddox Beard. As Beard heads through the final corners here. On his second lap, let's see where Maddox Beard can go. In the Red Bull, he's probably going to go up to P2 here. He goes up to P2, 127.8, and, or no, 127.7, sorry, and he's up to pole position. That's Maddox Beard. Apologies for that. I thought he went up to second. He's up to P1, so 127.7. He's gone faster than Sam Lewis's time. So now Sam Lewis will be starting 6th on the grid, but Sam Lewis is definitely probably going to improve. I'd imagine he's going to go out again to try to at least start P5. This wouldn't, obviously, thinking back to Bahrain again, this wouldn't be the first time Sam Lewis hasn't been on pole, because obviously he didn't start on pole on Bahrain. I don't think he did at Australia, maybe Imola, I'm not sure. Those two we didn't broadcast it, so I'm not sure exactly what happened in those races. But Sam Lewis did win the Grand Prix in those, but I'm not sure what happened in qualifying. Bahrain, though, I do know he obviously did not start on pole. Sam Lewis heads out as expected. I would imagine this probably be his last run. No, he'd probably have enough time to get one more run, and if he hustles into the pit lane after his lap here. But he's out for his second run here, or actually it might be his third. I'm not sure, but Sam Lewis heads here out on his out lap. As there's Elijah Wheeler, runs a little wide. I'm not sure if this is a lap from Prix. Doesn't look like it is, or it might be, but he's definitely not going to improve. As he is giving some slipstream to the Williams. That was Royce Crown. That's going to help him down that front stretch. As he heads down through turns 1 and 2, Royce Crown heads into the S's. The Williams driver, Royce Crown, currently 4th on the board, and currently at a 129.1. His teammate at a 128.4, so he is pretty far behind his teammate here, but we'll see what Royce Crown can do as he heads down through here. Let's see if he is improving. He is up a 10th. That still would keep him at fourth position. He's going to have to improve a little bit more. There's 4 minutes left on the clock as Royce Crown heads out of the hairpin and heading down through these sweeping corners here. As 4 minutes 15 seconds on the clock. Let's see where Royce Crown is. He improving still? Yellow flag sector 1. Not sure what that is, but Royce Crown still improving a 10th, keeping that delta at about a 10th up, 10th in the green. But let's see if Royce Crown can improve anything here. Gonna have to find a lot more time if he's gonna try to get to his teammates' time, or even better. Let's see where Royce Crown could go. He's gonna go 128.6, 2/10 off of his teammates. So he's 2/10 off of P3. It would be P2 right now, or yeah, it would be P2 for Ryan Searles. So it'd be P3 for Royce Crown right now due to Sam Lewis's grid penalty. If you're just tuning in, Sam Lewis. He got a grid penalty due to hitting Justin Jewell. I'm not sure how that happened, but he did get a 5-place grid penalty, so he's going to be starting right now 6th on the grid, but if he can go up to pole position, he's going to be starting 5th on the grid. As Sam Lewis also watching him, he's up 4/10, so I would put him up into a provisional pole, and he's likely going to improve quite a lot here as he heads down through the final corners here, flicks the wheel into the final chicane as Sam Lewis heads down through onto the front stretch and up to the line. That's going to be a 127.3, a good lap for Sam Lewis. Will Maddox Beard have anything to throw at him? We'll have to see when he heads out on track. He's gonna have to try to get a really fast lap. That's likely. That's the only lap that that's the last lap that Sam Lewis is gonna get. So it's up to Maddox Beard really here, or even Ryan Searles to improve up to Sam Lewis's time. Ryan Searles, looking at him, he's up he's up out of the he's heading up into the hairpin as he's up 2/10 right now as he heads down through here. You guys got 2/10 up in sector 1. Let's see what he can do in sector 2. Arguably the most important sector. Sector 3 could be really important too, though, because that final chicane is really beneficial to your lap. We saw that with Royce Crown. He was only up a 10th on his lap, but he improved improved an extra 4/10 in that final chicane. As Ryan Searles heads down into 130R here on his final lap, he's up 3/10. Still would keep him at P3. As Ryan Searles heads down through here, Royce Crown heads out of the final chicane. Let's see what he can do. Ryan Searles heads up into the line. That's going to be a 128.2, and that's still P3. And he's going to have to settle with that time here here in qualifying. That would be front row right now, though, because Sam Lewis does have that 5-place grid penalty. So, yeah, Lucas, if you're still here, do you think Maddox Beard's going to have a chance at getting pole here?
Yeah, I think he could. He seems pretty fast. Only 4/10 off now. Obviously, of that grid penalty, he will get the pole, but I think he'll be able to beat Sam Lewis in time. He's currently on his outlap now. Just needs to get about 4/10 from his car. So we'll see as he will be approaching to the line very shortly.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if he even makes it around to the line, actually. He should, but 40 seconds only on the clock, as he's actually made a little mistake there. I'm not sure if he's going to even make it around to the line. 30 seconds left in qualifying. He's going to have to hustle the car as he's in currently Sector 3 and 130R. He should make it, but it'll be a little close. Let's see. He's going to have to hustle it here. No saving ERS here. He's just going to have to go here. Yeah, he will make it. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's going to start his final lap here. He crosses the line. If you cross the line before the time is over, you get the chance to get a lap. As Maddox Beard has done just that as he heads through turns 1 and 2. Maddox Beard, let's see what he can do as Royce Crown retired. I don't think he crashed or anything. As Maddox Beard heads through the S's here. This is the lap he needs here. He's going to need a really good lap here. He's still on pole right now because of Sam Lewis's grid penalty, but he does want to prove that he can keep up with Sam Lewis on actual raw pace. Let's see what Maddox Beard can do as he's not improving right now. He is down 600ths, but he could still find that time in the next 2 sectors as Maddox Beard heads through the Suzuka hairpin here. As he slides, that doesn't look very good there from the Red Bull, but we'll see if Maddox Beard can improve here in this the final sector here. Currently in Sector 2, heads through the double left-hander. Maddox Beard doesn't look like this is a very clean lap, though, from the Red Bull. But I don't think he's going to be vulnerable at losing pole position right now because Sam Lewis, he has that 5-place ground penalty. So Maddox Beard's on pole anyway. Maddox Beard down 3/10. Not a good lap for Maddox Beard as he heads through the final chicane. Let's see, can he improve anything through here though? Maddox Beard doesn't look like it's going to be a good lap, but let's see. He goes up to the line. Will it be an improvement? No, it will not be. That's a 128.1. And he's going to settle with his best time as a 127.7. But Maddox Beard still on pole as that wraps up qualifying. So yeah, Maddox Beard on pole due to Sam Lewis's 5-place grid penalty. So, yeah. Alright, looking at your qualifying results, it's Sam Lewis with a 5-place grid penalty, but he was faster in qualifying. He's going to be starting P5. And then, it's Maddox Beard, Ryan Searles, Royce Crown, Jonathan Ibbett, Justin Jewell, Landon Baranow, Elijah Wheeler, and Isaiah Hamilton, who was not able to make a lap due to him wrecking out of qualifying. So he's starting from the back of the grid. But yeah, let's see. This is a really good opportunity for these drivers to beat Sam Lewis tonight. We'll have to see. what they can do here. Especially Maddox Beard, he looks like he's the closest tonight here to Sam Lewis. And yep, as we load into the session here, no rain forecasted. I don't think so. It doesn't look like, well, at least there's no rain right now. Who knows if we get it later, but I don't think rain is forecasted. We do see some clouds. Obviously, I'm not able to see the forecast, so we'll have to see, but I don't think rain is forecasted here tonight. As yeah, so Max Beard is gonna be on pole position. Ryan Stroll's also on the front row in P2. I believe that's Ryan Stroll's first front row in Formula Allegiant. Also, maybe Maddox Beards. Actually, I don't think so. I think in a Grand Prix it might be, but in the sprint, I believe he might have started on the front row. But yeah, Lucas, what do you expect to see here in Japan?
So with the five place grid penalty for Sam Lewis, I think these drivers will be very defensive off the start to not let Sam Lewis through. So yeah, I guess the goal for Maddox Beard here at the start is just to pull away as far as he can, get a good start, obviously, and jump away in turns one and not look back. So yeah, we'll see what he can do. We'll see what Sam Lewis can do. This is the first kind of real opportunity, I guess, that these drivers have to beat Sam Lewis here tonight as we start the formation lap.
Yeah, yeah, Maddox Beard. You see, this is the grid here. It's actually Sam Lewis. I thought he was starting fifth. He's starting sixth. So, yeah, he's starting sixth on the grid. But yeah, Maddox Beard gonna be starting here on the front row. Sam Lewis gonna have a lot of work to do, and it's sort of hard to pass here. But I still don't think he's gonna have a ton of trouble getting around everyone. He's still clearly the fastest here. But we'll see. Maddox Beard is going to really have to try to pull out to a gap here as Jonathan Hibbick, fortunately, got reset to his grid spot. But Maddox Beard, the goal for him right here is he's going to want to pull out here to a gap and make it tough for Sam Lewis to close that. He's going to want to do that and just hope that Sam Lewis isn't able to close that much. Throughout the course of the race once he does get up to P2, because you know he's still gonna be able to get this win. He's the fastest today, so I don't think this grid penalty is gonna set him back a whole lot, but it will set him back quite a lot or it will set him back quite a bit because Maddox Beard, he's just gotta hope Sam Lewis is really gonna have to hope that Maddox Beard doesn't pull out to a big enough gap to where Sam Lewis can't close it when he gets around everyone.
Looking at the tire strategy for these drivers, oh goodness.
There's a little bit of shenanigans happening. So a lot of people are going to get reset to the grid spots because there was a little collision on the formation lap. But anyways, Lucas, you can go back to what you're saying.
All right, so looking at the tire strategies, Maddox Beard, Landon Barano, and Elijah Wheeler are on the mediums. Everybody else is on the hard compound tires. So interesting strategies by those three who chose the medium tires. So we'll see how that plays out in the end, and we'll see if that will be the key to Maddox Beard's possible first victory here tonight in Japan.
Yep, we'll see how this goes as everyone lines up on the grid. It's time to get the Japanese Grand Prix underway here. Round 11 of Formula Allegiant, the Formula Allegiant World Championship. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out. Away we go. We're underway for the Japanese Grand Prix. Maddox Beard, a lot of wheel spin on the start. They're colliding. There's a bodywork flying, but Maddox Beard gets out to a good jump. Royce Crown on the P2 is crashing. There's crashing in the back. That is the Ferrari of Elijah Wheeler and Justin Jules. A chaotic start. Everyone had a bunch of wheel spin. Sam Lewis P5 right now. After all that, Maddox Beard leads the field down through here into the double right-hander. There's there's not a lot of traction here on the track. It's really not grippy right now. This rubber needs to get on the track. But as Maddox Beard heads down through here, it's still stuff happening. Yes, Ryan Searles. He went around. He saves it though. As Maddox Beard leads the field down through these sweeping corners. He's already out to almost point weight over a second, but 9/10 the gap, 8/10 the gap as he heads through the do the double right hand to the sweeping corners. Here's Sam Lewis already barging his way through the field. There's a lot of contact with the Sauber and the Red Bull. Sam Lewis frantically trying to get through the field right now as they head down through 130R. As you see the possible race strategies on the bottom of your screen, I'm assuming the one stop is going to be the most popular one here tonight. As you see, they head. That's Sam Lewis. Sam Lewis is into the gravel. Sam Lewis into the gravel, and this is going into shambles for Sam Lewis. This is also the V-carb off the road as he's into the barrier.
Oh no, retired from the session. We have a safety car.
Yeah, safety car is out, and Sam Lewis, that saves him a little bit, but that's not exactly what Max Beard wanted to see. But Sam Lewis is further back right now. I can only imagine how frustrated he is right now over the radio. He's on the hard tires also. We can look at the tires that everyone's on, but safety car is out and chaos is happening.
Yeah, tough start for Justin Jewell. Looking at the restart again, it looked like Justin Jewell spun out as they were going into turn 1. And then obviously a crash early in the race on lap 2 will take him out of the Japanese Grand Prix early.
Yeah. Well, Sam Lewis, talking about him, he's still gonna have about, I mean, when we go racing, he's still gonna have about maybe 25, 24 laps to get up through the field. So he still has a lot of time, but yeah, I can only imagine how frustrated he is right now. He's clearly the fastest, but he's kind of really getting screwed over right now. But he's trying to do his best. He's gonna have to cool down and try to work his way through the field. As yeah, lap 2 heading on to lap 3. You see the tires also. I put that up. It's Maddox Beard. He's on the mediums. He's one of 3 on the mediums. Elijah Wheeler's on the mediums. He's also in 4th after all that chaos. So that's kind of crazy. And also Lane Barrow on the mediums. As Isaiah Hamilton in the pit lane. He's starting the hards. Royce Crown, Jonathan Hibbett, Ryan Searles, Sam Lewis, and it was Isaiah Hamilton who started on the hards, but he's on the mediums. So 4 drivers on the medium, 4 drivers on the hards right now. Doesn't it bear now also? Never mind. That's going to make that 5 drivers on the hards, because that is Landon Bear now, who goes to the hard compound tires. As yeah, lap 3 here, as you see the safety car here. Yeah, what a chaotic start in Japan.
Yeah, definitely so. Honestly, this safety car really saved Sam Lewis. If this safety car did not come out, he would have been about 10 seconds back from Maddox Beard, which could have possibly ended his race there. So very, very lucky for Sam Lewis to get this early safety car, to regroup, and have another shot to try to get the lead.
Yeah, we weren't really watching Sam Lewis there, so I'm not sure exactly whose fault it was, but I almost feel like Sam Lewis is getting a little bit too aggressive on the on the restart. He was really just trying to get his way through the field as fast as possible, and I don't blame him, but it was a little aggressive what he was doing. I'm not sure whose fault it was in the double left-hander, but it was. It was Landon Bernal and Sam Lewis who had a little moment. I'm not sure if it was him running him wide or if it was something to do with Landon Bernal turning in or something. I'm not sure. We weren't watching it when everything started, but it does look like Sam Lewis was getting a little over aggressive, and I feel like he was paying the price due to that. So I'd hope he learned to just try to not be as aggressive, and that'll probably help him. That's Elijah Wheeler, who loses a little bit of body work. He was warming up the tires and went to the barrier. Luckily, he didn't lose his wheels, so he's still in the race, but he's probably going to come into the pits. That's going to promote Sam Lewis up to 5th if he does. And imagine he does. Yes, he will. Before I have to look.
Maddox Beard in the pits as well.
Oh, wow. A lot of people into the pits here. is also, yeah, that's interesting. Sam Lewis doesn't pit, as, yeah, a lot of people stay out, but Magic Spirit heads in the pit. It's a interesting strategy call from them. Maybe trying to get the pit stop out of the way, I'm not sure. That could be a good idea, but they're going to have to stretch those hards quite a while, so, I mean, maybe that's the call, but not sure. As Magic Spirit goes down to 6th, and Sam Lewis, he gets promoted up to 4th. So, you know, yeah, this safety car really helped him. He's still got a little bit of work to do to get around everyone, but yeah, he's up into P4 and only going to have to work around 3 cars if he wants to get up to the lead. But I'm almost wondering if the strategy from Beard and some other people, they might have just got the pit stop out of the way, or maybe actually looking, Max Beard has a little bit of wing damage on his car. So I'm not sure how we got that, but it's a little bit of wing damage from Max Beard, and that's definitely not going to help him. Field paces through the hairpin. Safety car likely going to come in this time. Everyone's caught up, so we'll likely get racing here. On lap 5 of the Japanese Grand Prix, it's Royce Crown controlling the field, and then it's Jonathan Ibbett, Ryan Searle, Sam Lewis, Isaiah Hamilton, Maddox Beard, Elijah Wheeler, and Landon Bear now. So that's the running order right now here in Japan, as we're going to go ahead and restart here on lap 5, I'd imagine here. Could be wrong here. We might be restarting. We might be going another lap. I'm not sure if safety car's in or not this lap. Yep, it is in this lap. That's what I expected.
There it is.
Yep, so restarting lap 5 here in the Japanese Grand Prix. Royce Crown leads the field. Jonathan Ibbett behind, and around Charles P3. That's the podium right now as it stands, as you see the safety car heading into the pit lane. Everyone letting it get into the pit lane. It's Royce Crown here. Here we go, about to go racing here. And let's see how Royce Crown goes. He goes now. We're underway here in Japan once again. Sam Lewis gets already aggressive. He pulls to the inside, looking on Ryan Searles. Well, here he comes to the inside in turn 1. Is he going to look on the Alpine? He's not going to get that aggressive. No, he will. He's going to look. There's a little bit of contact also through turn 1. Is Sam Lewis up in a P3? As Royce Crown it's currently still first. Now Sam Lewis is going to go ahead and chase down the Alpine of Jonathan Ibbett right now. He's currently P2. As you see, there's also people on fresh starts. Max Beard all down to P8. I'm not sure what happened to him. But now he's kind of struggling.
I think he has winglet damage. He had the left winglet, I believe, in the car.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Royce Crown here as he heads through here. It's being chased down by Jonathan Ibbett. Then you have Sam Lewis breathing down their neck. He's trying to find his way through through these 2 cars and try to get back out to the lead as they head down through the sweeping corners here. As there's fighting here, it's Landon Bear now, and Isaiah Hamilton is, that's Landon Bear now off the road a little bit the second time, but not as bad as with Sam Lewis. As Royce Crown heads up into 130R. Here comes Sam Lewis with a big run. Not going to take it though in a 130R. He might look into the hairpin, or not the hairpin, the chicane here. Not going to look as Royce Crown leads. As we head on to lap 6, Royce Crown going to lead a lap here in Japan. As 7/10 the gap is here comes Sam Lewis, going to look to the inside. DRS enabled also this lap as Sam Lewis going to get up to the P2. Now the pressure's on to Royce Crown here. Sam Lewis, here's Elijah Wheeler, 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But yeah, lap 6 as Sam Lewis currently chasing down Royce Crown for this race lead.
Really tough break for Maddox Beard. Honestly, he's probably going to need a safety car to repair that wing damage, because it seems like that pit stop that he made under the safety car was probably going to be his pit stop for the race. So yeah, Maddox Beard is really struggling here. 6 seconds off the leader. So yeah, he's going to definitely have to hope for a safety car or something to happen.
Yeah, that was Ryan Searles. He ran a little bit wide off of the double right-hander, so He ran a little bit wide, but he still keeps P4, but that loses him quite a lot of time. It's his top 3 here. Sam Lewis already chasing down the Williams for Royce Crown. He's probably going to get around him here shortly. Is going to have DRS here in the straightaway for 130R. Here we go. Down this straightaway. Actually, never mind, there's no DRS down the straightaway, apologies for that. Here we go, Sam Lewis right there on the rear gearbox. Is he going to look here? No, he almost, but doesn't quite get there. Royce Crown going to have to play his ultimate defense here as Royce Crown heads down through, down to the front stretch. As he gets a little loose, Sam Lewis going to take advantage. He gets up enough, it's up to the lead. Sam Lewis on lap 7 of the Japanese Grand Prix, up into the first position here in the Japanese Grand Prix. As you see, this is Landon Bernal and Isaiah Hamilton. They're fighting as they're side by side through the S's. This is really risky, as they might make it work here. It looks like they will. Yes, they will. Isaiah Hamilton gets up in that P5. Now going to chase down the Williams of Ryan Searles. As already Sam Lewis pulling out to over a second is yellow flag sector 1. Not sure what it's for. Yeah, lap 7 here. That's Ryan Searles looking at Jonathan Hibbett. Not going to get there as there's a big lockup there. Sam Lewis already driving away here in Japan, and on track to make it 11 in a row for the Red Bull driver of Sam Lewis. As I head down through the sweeping corner, Sam Lewis leads by 1.2 seconds over Royce Crown. As they head down this straightaway here, will there be any moves here? It doesn't look like anyone's close enough. Obviously, 130 yards is a really risky place to make a move anyway. This is going to be a big DRS drain here and a big fight for P2. We saw that in Belgium. A really crazy fight for P2. Sam Lewis fastest lap. Here comes Ryan Searles cutting through the field. He's going to look for the podium places. Ryan Searles up in that P3. Clears the Alpine before the corner. Now he's going to chase down his teammate of Royce Crown. He seems very fast right now on the hard compound tires, as Ryan Searles looking here to try to catch up to Royce Crown. He's right there, and he's going to try to get up to P2. It's a little sideways in the last part of the S's. Oh, that's going to lose him a lot of time. He's vulnerable to Jonathan Hibbett, but doesn't look like there's going to be any moves made. Ryan Searles going to have to catch all the way back up to Royce Crown. Not a huge gap. Not a lot of time lost, but still, he's going to have to catch up a little bit there. As Sam Lewis, 2 seconds the gap. As Ryan Searles, I feel like he has pace to kind of maintain the gap with Sam Lewis. He just got to get around Royce Crown here.
2.4 second gap. Now, looking at the top 4, these drivers have yet to pit still. They did not pit under the safety car, so these drivers still have to pit. But yeah, the second, third, and fourth are all battling for positions, so it does not look good for these drivers if they want to try to catch up to Sam Lewis.
Yeah, and I believe there was a position swap in the Williams, because Ryan Searles gets up against the P2. I saw Royce Crown. He pulled out of the racing line, and he let the Williams of Royce Crown, not Royce Crown, Ryan Searles by, and Ryan Searles now gonna have to it's gonna be up to him to try to catch Sam Lewis. He's very fast right now. We'll see what he can do here to try to keep up with Sam Lewis. Lap 9 of 27 here in Japan. Sam Lewis still leads by 3 seconds the gap, but we'll see what Ryan Searles can do here in the Williams.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Looks to be catching up, maybe not. Looks like he was catching up very slightly. Now looking at Isaiah Hamilton, it looks like he might join this battle here. Caution in Sector 1. Might be between the Sauber and the Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, I think it was the Sauber of Landon Bernal. Not sure what happened to him. But anyways, looking back here, the gap, I mean, Ryan Searles has good pace right now. I mean, depends if he's managing tires or not. I mean, Sam Lewis might be managing tires. I'm not sure. But Ryan Searles seems pretty fast right now in that Williams machine. 2.8 seconds the gap, and he's kind of closing in to Sam Lewis, but we'll see. No, he lost a little bit of time there. You see the high-speed corners. That's where Sam Lewis that's where Sam Lewis gains a lot. As yeah, 3.1 seconds the gap. Now he lost a lot of time there as Ryan Searles heads through the chicane here. Pretty good there, but might have been a rough exit. Yes, it was. He sent it in really deep there. There's 3 seconds the gap. We'll have to see. This also could come down to a strategy here. If Ryan Searles can keep up with Sam Lewis here, try to maintain that gap and strategy. It could really come down to strategy here in Suzuka. Also, that could be a really big thing here here tonight here in Suzuka. Yeah, lap 10, we have 18 laps to go here in Japan, so a lot of racing to go. As you see, yeah, Ryan Searles is really good through the S's, and he gains a lot through through this section. Through Sector 1, he's really fast, but then he loses it in the final part of Sector 2, and then he starts maybe to gain it back. It's just Sam Lewis is really good in Sector 2 and 3, while Ryan Searles has the upper hand in Sector 1. As 3 seconds the gap still. Ryan Searles maintained the gap pretty well, but he's going to have to pick up the pace if he's going to try to catch up to Sam Lewis. As you see Ryan Searles heads through here. Will he lose any time there? Yes, a little bit. Yes, yeah, he does lose a few tenths down the straightaway. 3.2 seconds the gap. That's where Sam Lewis is really fast here in Suzuka. As heading on to lap 11, 17 laps to go here in Japan. Sam Lewis currently dominating here. He got the lead on lap 7 after getting a 5-place grid penalty. He did not start on pole. He got a 5-place grid penalty. So he had to work his way through the field. He had a few moments on the opening lap, and he actually got almost spun out. He went into the gravel, but this safety car, lucky safety car, helped him out, and he's up in P1 right now. As that's pretty much been the story of Sam Lewis ever since. As yeah, lap 11 here in Japan. Ryan Searles trying to do everything he can to catch up, but Sam Lewis just has the better pace right now.
Tough for Elijah Wheeler. I believe he did make another pit stop, so 3 stops on the day for his Ferrari. Not the day they won it. So unfortunate for him. And Landon Barron now moved up to 6th, overtaking Maddox Beard. Maddox Beard is now 19 seconds back. So yeah, just unlucky once again for Maddox Beard. Tough break for him.
Yeah, he's really struggling with the wing damage. Yeah, really unfortunate. He had a chance to win. I think that's potentially why he pit. It was to repair the wing damage. He was leading early in the race. He started on pole due to Sam Lewis's grid penalty, and he was really fast. But then he somehow got wing damage. I'm not sure how. And ever since, it's just been bad. I think he pit to repair it, but I don't think the team repaired it for him. I think he forgot to set the option to repair wings. So obviously he still has that wing damage and made a pit stop for pretty much almost no reason due to that. It's a common mistake you see on the F1 game. You just have to set the repair wing thing to yes and not keep it at auto, or obviously don't have it at no either. Yeah, Sam Lewis already almost got to a 4-second gap here over Ryan Searles, looking like much the same for Sam Lewis, dominating here in Suzuka. As lap 12 here, yeah, Sam Lewis really fast right now.
Looking at the battle for 3rd, Royce Crown and Jonathan Hibbett. Jonathan Hibbett seems to be a little bit faster, just can't get around Royce Crown. Was side by side with him on the front stretch, but it was towards the end of the front stretch going into turn 1. They were side by side, but Jonathan Hibbett thought better and decided to back out. But these drivers are still battling for this 3rd position. There's a caution in Sector 2.
That's
Landon Barron out with an issue.
Yeah, Landon Barron now goes for a spin. That puts Maddox Beard up in the P6. That is Elijah Wheeler, who smashed a sign. That was really interesting. That looked a lot worse than it actually was. But yeah, that's why I have no Elijah Wheeler there. I didn't mean to even cut to him, but that happened. As yeah, Maddox Beard up in the P6. As 4.4 seconds of gap. Yeah, I think the tires are starting to fade on the Williams of Ryan Searles right now, and that's where Sam Lewis is doing really well at. He's managed the tires really well, and he's pulling away right now over Ryan Searles as they head down through the S's right now.
Curious to see when these top four will pit. I'm pretty sure Isaiah Hamilton can make it to the end of the race. He currently is 9 seconds back, and Landon Baranow is now in pits. I'm assuming he probably has some damage to repair to probably, I would assume, his front wing. But looking at Isaiah Hamilton again, 10 seconds back, just has to maintain a around there just to stay in place to try to maybe get that win. Maybe he'll take advantage of this.
Yep, as here we go. This is the fight for P3 right now. This is Jonathan Tibbett and Royce Brown. Jonathan Tibbett right there on the rear gearbox. Got a lot of dirty air though, and he falls back quite a lot in that dirty air. Dirty air is really strong here, obviously. There's a lot of sweeping corners, and dirty air is not ideal in sweeping corners. As Jonathan Tibbett fell back quite a lot there. Fell back about half a second due to that, as he's going to have to try to gain that back and try to get back into striking distance of Royce Brown if he wants to get up into the podium spots. That's going to be an interesting battle to watch throughout this race. Battle for the lead probably not gonna really exist because Sam Lewis 5 seconds ahead of Ryan Searles right now. Isaiah Hamilton into the pit lane. Didn't quite see his pit stop, but he is onto the hard compound tires for the Mercedes of Isaiah Hamilton. So he goes onto the hards and he makes his pit stop. As Max Spear going to go around him, but Max Spear, I don't know if he's going to make another pit stop or not. But that's a long time you're going to have to stretch those hard tires. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to stretch those hard tires if he even wanted to, and I feel like it'd just be a disadvantage at the end of the day, anyways. With that, with such worn hards, he might even get overtaken. Probably not. Never mind. Probably not by Landon Bear now. He's really far back with that spin, but he definitely could lose a lot of ground if he doesn't make another pit stop.
Sam Lewis is now approaching the soon-to-be lap car of Elijah Wheeler. We'll see if anything will happen with that. Probably not. But yeah, 5.5-second lead now for Sam Lewis. Looks really good for him. The only thing that could shake him up probably is a safety car. But as long as that doesn't happen, it looks good for Sam Lewis, who started far back in the field and had some issues early. But obviously an early safety car saved his race. And yeah, now he's out in the lead.
Yep, as Elijah Wheeler into the gravel. I believe that might have been on purpose just so he can let the leaders through, as Ryan Searles heads through the S's here. Let's see how Elijah Wheeler handles Ryan Searles coming up on him. We'll see. As lap 15 here in Japan. Not a lot happening right now here in Suzuka, as Elijah Wheeler going to let the Williams through. Fight for P3 still on. This is the Williams and the Alpine right now still going at it. It sounds really close from Jonathan Tibbett. He almost ran to the back of Royce Brown, so that was really close there from the Alpine of Jonathan Tibbett. Really close call. He's going to get dirty air here. It's just so tough to pass due to the dirty air being so strong, and that's why a lot of moves aren't being made right now because of how tough it is to pass here in Suzuka.
Isaiah Hamilton has made up a position, overtaking Maddox Beard for P5. So now Isaiah Hamilton is now about 33 seconds back. So when those hards start to kick in, he will definitely try to take advantage. Has a lot of clean track, about 20 seconds of clean track ahead of him. So yeah, so once those hards start to kick in, he will definitely be the fastest driver on the track.
Yep, he's the earliest to pit Most likely is I believe the people that pit on that safety cars. Oh, that's a mistake from Royce Crown as Jonathan Hibbett gets up in the P3. That just cut off what I was saying, but yeah, Jonathan Hibbett gets up in the P3. Royce Crown P4 right now. Yeah, Jonathan Hibbett gets to the podium spots, and let's see. We'll have to see if Royce Crown will be able to keep up with Jonathan Hibbett and try to win that P3 back. But
Maddox Beard now.
sorry.
Maddox Beard now in the pits replaces, I believe, his front wing and gets 4 fresh tires. It's now on the medium compound tires. So, yeah, just tough break for Maddox Beard.
Yep, I'm not sure if he repaired his wing. Yes, he did. So he's gonna have pace, but yeah, it comes out right next to the Sauber. That was a really close call there. That could have been really badly there for those two. Yeah, that was a really close call. Accident pits for Max Beard. Max Beard obviously has the fresher tires, so he should be able to get around him pretty quickly. As yeah, it gets a little loose there on the cold tires. As yeah, heading on to about where we have 11 to go here in Japan. Ryan Searle 7 seconds back as the fight for P3. Will Royce Crown take this here? He might be in striking distance. He pulls to the inside in turn 1. He's gonna think better of it though. He's not gonna go for it as Jonathan Hibbett keeps P3 as Royce Crown P4 still. Is Isaiah Hamilton. I almost wonder if he's gonna get the undercut on these two. We'll have to see. But he's 23 seconds back to them, so I'm not sure if that's quite close enough for an undercut here in Suzuka. I'm not quite sure. He's definitely gaining though, so we'll see. But yeah, but it might be if it's too big of an undercut, he's gonna lose a lot of time, obviously on the Warren hards. So we'll have to see. If the undercut works. As Max Beard. Oh, and that's contact, and that's Elena Bear now who spins. He gets it going pretty quickly, but looked like Max Beard just didn't leave enough room there for Elena Bear now. Elena Bear now down to P7 as I don't believe he got any damage from that, luckily, but yeah, Max Beard gets up in a P6 on the new mediums as he heads through the S's right now. So low contact between the two, but yeah, looking at the battle for P3 here. Again, Royce Crown right there, but I'm not sure if he's going to be in striking distance here as they head down the front stretch here. They're heading down the front stretch. Here comes Royce Crown. He's actually going to dive into the pits and try to undercut the Alpine. That's going to be a strategic call from Royce Crown. He heads to the pits. Really locked it up there. As see what tires he goes on. The medium tires. That makes sense. As yeah, 10 laps to go here. As the Williams heads into the pits of Royce Crown. The other Williams he has yet to pit, and San Luis has yet to pit also. So looking at this, there's only been there's 2 people that have made, or no, 3 people that have made scheduled pit stops here. That would be Royce Crown, Isaiah Hamilton, and Maddox Beard. As I don't know if Landon Bear now has or not. But yeah, lap 18 here, almost 8 seconds the gap. Yes, 8 seconds the gap now. Yeah, Ryan Searle's kind of struggling right now. I would imagine he wants to pit soon because he got off the tires and maybe he can close in a little bit. Sam Lewis with the undercut, but probably not going to be a whole lot. Max Beard fastest lap, so that's an extra point if he can keep that fastest lap. So yeah, but we'll see. I feel like Sam Lewis, once he gets on fresh tires, he'll probably get that fastest lap back. As Sam Lewis, will see if he heads to the pits here. He does. Sam Lewis heads to the pits. Ryan Searles do the same, or will he go out longer? He will go longer. So Ryan Searles gonna take the lead of the Grand Prix because Sam Lewis heads into the pits. Ryan Searles leads the Grand Prix here in Suzuka, but he still has yet to pit. So Sam Lewis obviously going to keep the lead once everything cycles through. As Jonathan Hibbett headed into the pits, he's on the mediums. See, will Royce Crown pull off an undercut here? Let's see as they head down the front stretch. Looks like it might be a good undercut. We'll see. This could get close. Yes, a perfect undercut from Royce Crown. He gets up in the P3 once again with the strategy as Jonathan Hibbett. He's still gonna have a lap fresher tires, so Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of pressure tires, so he might have a little bit better pace, but he's gonna have to try to get around the Williams. As looking at Isaiah Hamilton, he was not quite close enough to catch up to those two after pit cycles. So Isaiah Hamilton didn't quite have enough there, and he's gonna probably fall back because he is on pretty worn tires.
Gonna assume Ryan Searles will probably enter the pits, maybe this time. In my opinion, it would just not make sense to keep going. Just keep losing time to Sam Lewis. So I feel like you should just might as well just pit now, get your pit stop over with, and see if you can make up any little time on Sam Lewis. As we'll see here.
Yep, into
Uh,
the pits he goes. Ryan Searles into the pits. Let's see what the pit stop will be. He's obviously going to go on the medium tires, I'd imagine here. As yes, that would be medium tires for the Williams. As Sam Lewis heads onto the front stretch, it's going to be an easy undercut from Sam Lewis. He's probably going to get out to almost a 10-second gap, maybe even more with that undercut. He's almost vulnerable from Royce Crown and Jonathan Ibbett there, but actually is a little vulnerable. I don't think, he's obviously going to have a little bit of pressure tires on those two, so I don't think they're going to quite catch him. And also, Ryan Searles has a little bit better pace than those two, so I think Ryan Searles will be okay. I think he had to pit that lap, or else he would have lost P2 there. Has 9.2 seconds to the gap. He lost about 1.2 seconds from that pit stop. So, yeah, we'll see. With 8 laps to go, we'll see what Ryan Searles can do with the lap pressure tires on Sam Lewis. But yeah, it's Max Beard.
Oh, no!
Max Beard retires for the session. I'm not sure what happened. Will that be a safety car? What's that? I'm not sure. What? Oh no, he just okay. It wasn't a crash. It was just he just flew into the pits and retired. I'm not sure why, but I think Max Beard, I guess maybe he just figured there's no point in running. He's just way in the back. So, not a crash, but he does retire in the pit lane. So Max Beard retires from the session. As there's Sam Lewis working his way around Elijah Wheeler as Sam Lewis fastest lap.
Here's Max Spear, the Red Bull driver. I just retired in the car. A lot of unfortunate stuff just unfolded right there. I'm gonna just commentate or watch the end of the race with everybody, you guys, because quite frankly, I'm not happy. I'm gonna say that. So.
Yeah. So that's Maddox Beard here. We got a few words from him. But yeah, Maddox Beard. Yeah, unfortunate moment there. Fortunate race, honestly. And I could probably interview you right now mid race if you wanted to, Maddox Beard.
I mean, yeah, not much else to do.
Yeah. So I'll just do a little mid-race interview. Maddox, you obviously started on pole position, but what happened to get you that wing damage? Because I actually didn't quite see it.
Well, so basically, so the reason why I was on pole, I was pretty close on time, but Sam Lewis got a.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw he got a 5-place grip penalty.
Yeah, 5-place grip penalty with contact with someone. But yeah, I got on pole, had a decent start, felt okay, and then they were completely having a meltdown back there. They think Sam Lewis crashed with somebody. They had a safety car. And pretty much, yeah, safety car. I didn't really care. So I was just trailing the safety car, and all of a sudden, I think right after you come underneath the bridge, there's that one like hairpin. So the safety car checked up way earlier than I thought, and I didn't build up a big enough gap, so I ran into the safety car. I got damaged. I don't really know what I was supposed to do though, because I can't just like slam on the brakes, because then I get everyone else damaged. But I guess I know now to not have that make a bigger gap. And then so I came into the pits. I was actually thinking it could be a good strategy to put on the hards and just try to manage them and try to get the win.
Yeah,
but I forgot to put my wing on even though it's damaged on auto. Apparently it doesn't repair when it's on auto, which since it's auto, I would assume it would repair the damage. But
yeah, I don't get why it does that.
From there, I didn't have it. I had a new medium, which weren't gonna last. I had used softs, which for sure weren't gonna last. So I just tried to stay out and try to manage the wing damage and try to overtake some cars. But it was just undrivable. So I just retired the car, and I really feel like I don't think I would have won, but I definitely could have tried to be up there with Sam. But really unfortunate. I'm getting really sick of this every race.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really unfortunate there. Um. So yeah, Maddox, do you think you'll have a chance next weekend at least, though? Wherever it is.
I think I think it's Azerbaijan, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I don't know. That's half on me for getting damaged, but also half on the game for just like not repairing the damage for absolutely zero reason. And you guys saw in qualifying. I think I was really fast. I was only under half a second off Sam there, so I really think I could have contended. But yeah, I just go into the end of the season strong, but it's getting really frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to. I was gonna do this. But yeah. Up to Eagle, I have been Sam Lewis at the start, pretty much. I'm not exactly sure, like, fully what happened, but there's something that happened in the chicane and in the chicane lap 1, and Sam Lewis went way in the gravel. He didn't. I don't think he spun, but he went way in the gravel, and that lost him a lot of time. And he got obviously Sam Lewis got really lucky with that safety car, because Sam Lewis yeah, he would have been like I think Lucas said this, he would have been like 10 seconds back. So yeah, that would have probably cost him the win, but the safety car really helped him there, and Sam Lewis gonna probably bring home another win here as they head on to lap 24, as there's fighting for P3. This is Jonathan Hibbett and Royce Crown. They've battled it all race. Here comes Royce Crown, looking not going to get there, as lap 24 here. Up 27 is here comes Royce Crown, looking here as he has the DRS, going to easily fly past the Alpine here, close enough for striking distance, and he gets up in that P3 into the podium places as Royce Crown up in that P3. Jonathan Hibbett has to sell for P4, but we'll see if he can win that third place back. They've had a really nice battle all race long here in Suzuka. That's been the biggest battle all race. There's really been no battles other than these two, so really fun battle between these two as as they head down. Oh my gosh, voice crack. As they head down through the double right-hander, Royce Crown with a 5/10 gap over Jonathan Hibbett.
Yeah, just watching this here. Yellow and Wheeler. Yeah, that's a
Safety car.
Safety car.
Of course.
Safety car is out.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh, I should have stayed out. Yeah, whatever.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
Oh man, Maddox Spear now with the regrets.
Not
24
really.
out of 27 laps. I don't know. We'll see what can happen here. This really saves everybody.
I
Yeah.
just remembered. I don't know if you guys saw, but I believe in qualifying, Royce Crown saved a set of softs. He went on the mediums. I wonder if he's gonna use that now. And I don't know if Sam Lewis or Ryan Sturlis have one. Have a set. So I think he did. Might be wrong in the other pit. Sam Lewis. Oh, he was too far ahead, I think. Cause
That's
he stayed out.
Okay.
He definitely not happy about that. I can already tell because he was not happy.
I mean, was he though? Like, wait, I mean, that wouldn't really make sense. I'd imagine he'd still come in. I'm not sure. That's interesting. But something happened to Elijah Wheeler. Not sure what happened to him. But
was he past the pit lane when the safety car came out? I didn't see.
I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure.
It wouldn't make sense because it was only in the S's. I'd imagine he was able to. I mean, might have been past the pit lane though, and that's really gonna set him back. Because if he's gonna pit here, he's gonna have to. He's gonna fall down. Actually, yeah, probably to 6th. I was maybe P5 if Landon Burr now doesn't catch fast enough, but I think he will. So Yeah, he should.
I'm assuming
so.
at least Ryan Searles had the chance to pit, was about 10 seconds back. I guess he didn't want to pit. My opinion, I would have probably just pitted just to try to get the fresher tires. But Royce Crown, Jonathan Hibbett with the fresh tires. I think Isaiah Hamilton also. So let's see what those three drivers can do.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hop into the VC real quick. I'm gonna ask what happened. So hold up. Also, we're probably gonna have one lap of racing, I'd assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, most likely. So that's gonna be interesting. But anyways, looking at the tires here. My bad, that's the wrong thing. Tires. Oh, safety car's in the slab. Safety car's in
Oh.
the slab.
Okay.
So yeah, looking at the tires though, yeah, Sam Lewis wore mediums. I believe also Ryan Searles wore mediums. But you see Royce Crowney's on the new softs. But safety car is in this lap. Here we go. All right, well, we're going to have 2 laps of racing here, not 1 lap. Safety car in this lap, not everyone is able to catch up, so that's going to be annoying for Landon Bear now. But here we go. We're back underway here in Suzuka. Will Sam Lewis be able to hang on to the Japanese Grand Prix win?
Rough. That was a rough start from Royce Crown, to be honest. Not great, but we'll see.
Yep, Ryan Searles trying to gain there. He gained a lot through turn 1 and 2. He is on a lap pressure mediums than Sam Lewis, but they're almost on equal tires. Really loose from the Williams of Ryan Searles. As they head through the S's, he's definitely a striking distance right now on Sam Lewis. But he gets a little bit dirty air. The dirty air is really not going to help him here. Is Royce Crown? He's going to have to get a move on here if he's going to try to make these new softs to use. As here we go. This is going to be a really interesting fight. Ryan Searles slides off the corner. Will Royce Crown look? No. He's got to be smart with this move. And the Williams, Ryan Searles really sent it in there. Williams charging after Red Bull right now as there's a little bit of jockey position right there. But Sam Lewis heads here leading the field, but Ryan Searles right there. Will Ryan Searles, it's his second Grand Prix start. Is he going to be able to get the win here?
This is big. I don't think he's not going to hang on. He is not going to hang on here. They're going to have DRS on the next lap, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, but Ryan Searles, he's not going to look at 130R. He faked it. As here comes Royce Crown here. He's gaining. He looks to the inside. He sends it to the inside. Contact as they head down onto the front stretch. Sam Lewis still going to keep the place. Here comes Royce Crown. He's going to look. As there's DRS here. Or no DRS, sorry. No DRS here. DRS this lap. As here comes Royce Crown and Ryan Searles. Will he send it here? He sends it to the inside. Doesn't get there. As Royce Crown gets up to the P2. Yeah, Royce Crown on the new softs. Is he going to be able to do anything? But he doesn't quite have great pace. Let's see.
Two touch now. He's still there.
Lewis has got to be fuming right now.
I'm not sure. He might hang on though, but the DRS. I mean, there's only DRS on the front stretch though, so he's got to hope this dirty air helps.
And 130R, I believe.
I don't think there is, maybe, but I could be wrong. As here we go, heading down into the hairpin here. Royce Crown trying to keep up, trying to do everything he can. That's a lockup from Sam Lewis. Here comes the Alpine of Jonathan Hibbett. Doesn't get there, but that was a big mistake from Royce Crown. Sam Lewis just hanging on right now. As they head down into the double left-hander. This looks like it's probably going to be it. Sam Lewis looking like he's just going to hang on somehow, but he is charging up a little bit of ERS. Here comes Royce Crown with the slipstream. It's going to come down to this. Slipstream from the Williams of Royce Crown. Here we go. As there's moves at a 130R. That's Ryan Searles side by side. They're banging wheels down into the final chicane. But Sam Lewis, he's hung on. He's hung on from all the pressure. And Sam Lewis wins 11 in a row here in Suzuka as Royce Crown P2. Ryan Searles P3 gets a podium. As Hamilton P4 and Jonathan Hibbett P5. And Landon Barra now, he's going to come around. He wasn't able to catch the safety car. He's P6, and that will do it from Suzuka. Sam Lewis wins by half a second. Yeah, if Ryan Searles had just executed that a little bit better, I think he probably could have won the race. He just got too impatient there, and he ultimately paid the price there. Is Sam Lewis gonna come out on top once again? Is Landon Barra now?
Oh my God.
Oh
Oh
my
shit.
goodness. Okay.
I
It was
think he
like
was
40
trying to get around to
seconds
the end.
with penalty.
Well, it can't. But it doesn't get much closer than that. I'm happy for Sam there, but as a commentator, wow, that was that's wow. Well,
Yeah, that was an incredible finish for sure. That
Just no words there, honestly. What a drive by Sam Lewis, driver of the day.
yeah. Here's the
Man.
podium ceremonies here. Sam Lewis obviously on the top step of the podium. Yep. See the podium ceremonies
I
happening
don't.
right now.
I don't think Sam Lewis is gonna even be happy about that win. Knowing him, he's probably gonna be pretty upset. But
As you see, there's the podium ceremonies. As looking at your results here, Sam Lewis wins 11 in a row by half a second over Royce Crown. Then Ryan Searles, Isaiah Hamilton, Jonathan Hibbett, Landon Burnell, and then it's Elijah Wheeler, Maddox Beard, and Justin Jewell. With those three with DNFs, they retired early from and cut their race short, but. Yeah, Sam Lewis comes out on top. We'll go ahead and head into interviews. So yeah, you'll have the graphic here displayed on the screen as we do interviews. Yeah, I'll go ahead and head to the interview room here shortly.
Be prepared for a lot of clips being sent in. Just gonna be a lot of clips being sent in.
Yeah. Do you still want to interview Maddox? Because I did kind of interview you mid-race.
I'm gonna get ready for another week, so yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's making me do this fan zone thing. Hold up.
Radio check.
Don't mind that. Made me do this freaking. Oh my gosh, this fan zone thing. I'm trying to get to the interviews. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude, this is getting me mad. Fan zone, dude. Oh. Alright, there you go. Okay, heading into the interview room now, so, alright.
Drivers won 10 in a row.
Alright, I'm here.
Let's just do this.
Let's wrap this up so me and Bryce can go do a league race.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go and start with Landon Bear now. So Landon, so just walk me through that race and how it was from your perspective.
Well, during the formation lap, we get hit by Isaiah, one of the Mercedes. So we don't get warm enough tires. Then coming off the restart, beautiful, split it right in the middle between the. I don't know who hit what. They go into turn 4. I got ahead of Lewis. Then during the extent of lap 1, I got hit 3 times. One of those times I almost lost it, and then I get forced wide. So coming into the final chicane, which I do apologize for, because anybody who knows me, I don't do it, but I just full sent Lewis. That's why he was in the gravel. I do expect a penalty to come out. The rest of the day was quiet. After that, just by myself.
Yep. So next race is that would be Azerbaijan. So how do you think you'll do there?
Probably about the same I've been doing all season, running mid pack, between 5th and 8th usually.
Yep. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to, I believe, was it? I don't know if it's 4th or 5th place, but we'll go ahead and move on to Jonathan Hibbett. So, Jonathan Hibbett, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, It was a pretty solid race. He had a really great fight with Royce Crown throughout that whole race for P3. So just walk me through that battle from your perspective.
Yeah, it was a long battle, but it was, very fun, very eventful. Was able to stay with him pretty much the whole race. The car really didn't have any signs of really falling off in my perspective. Car was really stable. But yeah, it was very fun, and yeah, I'd like to have eventful battles like that the entire season, but you really don't get chances like that.
Yeah. So do you think you can bring home another podium or even try to go for a race win in Baku?
Uh, I mean, we almost brought out him a podium tonight, but fortunately got hit, and yeah, it's just the contact model in this game, or him just hitting me, but who knows? But yeah, Baku should be a good track for me. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna be a win, but podiums in the cards.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move on to Ryan Searles, your third place finisher. So Ryan Searles, ready?
Always.
Yep. So you fought Sam Lewis at the end there with that safety car. You were honestly just kind of managing the gap a little bit throughout the whole race to Sam Lewis, but Sam Lewis ultimately just had better pace. But just walk me through that battle after the safety car and what you could have done better to get the race win.
Well, Bryce, I wish I could go about it the nice way. First off, thank you for commentating these races, but I mean, it was a very frustrating start to the night. I got hit from two, three cars back on the formation lap by a Mercedes who killed my start completely. My tires were wrecked at the start. I had wheel spin, and I keep telling these guys if you get the right people in the right scenario, you can work together to beat Sam Lewis. But nobody wanted to do that tonight, and nobody wanted to try and have a chance at it. I mean, we had lap one happen, which was probably not the right way to do it. I mean, again, I'm not going to go the nice way about it, so I have a lot to say. And I know you guys have a race to do after this, but I mean, here's the rundown. I got hit four times from the formation lap to the end of the safety car restart at the very beginning. That's just unacceptable. Elbear was a roadblock, and at least he's admitting it. I mean, that's fair. And Sam Lewis was way too impatient trying to get by him. I don't know what the five place was for. I mean, it probably was for a stupid game glitch, I'd bet. But you're the fastest driver in the league, and you gotta bide your time getting by people. I had to get by faded at the end there, and I didn't want to have contact with him, but I realized that time's ticking. You got to realize when the right time is to make this move. There's a lot of time on lap one. And with the whole thing with Faded, I'm sorry that he got spun out. That's the contact model. But I didn't hit him. I got door slammed four times right there. So it's an unfortunate way that this race went. For me, I probably threw my shot away for the victory, but also everyone tried to throw my shot away from the victory too. And I was probably the only driver that could beat Sam Lewis. If you looked at the gap after the pit stop when I decided to pit later, I wanted to wait for a safety car. And I got the one at the end, but I didn't get the one I wanted. And I realized, all right, if I want to try to win this race, which I had a chance, track positions can be the only way to do it. And the gap was level except for when I was making mistakes. And I don't know. I guess I'll use an excuse by blaming me being sick since Monday as part of an excuse why I maybe made so many mistakes. But I guess the fact that I was even there was quite nice. And I want to give my teammate props too for finishing P2. It definitely was frustrating from my point of view, but you know what? Us against the world, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you still had solid pace today, so do you think if everything goes your way, if you can you make it maybe contend for a win in Azerbaijan?
I don't know. I mean, we gotta see how these safety car restarts go. We can't be going 27 miles per hour as the leader to let people catch up as well. I don't think that's acceptable. You can't go below this pit limit speed when you're leading a safety car restart. If we have that not happen, I feel like we all have a chance to be bunched up and do it the correct way. But depends if I race Baku. I hope I do. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna make myself the villain if I do because it's getting ridiculous. I got hit a lot in Spa, and that wasn't as bad with how excessive it was, except for under the safety cars. But here was just all at once, and that was getting a bit tiring. So, um, I don't know. Hopefully my head is there, and if it's not, we'll find out. But
Yeah.
GG's to our podium sitters who joined me out there.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna go move on to your second place finisher, Royce Crown. You ready?
Yeah, sir.
Yep. So, you have a chance after running swirls with Snake on that final lap. You were almost able to get to San Luis, but unfortunately, it just was not enough. So, what more did you need to try to challenge Sam Lewis for that win?
Honest, battery management was the issue there on that final lap. I just didn't have enough starting the final lap to have enough for that push at the end through 130R and the last chicane. But great race, really good battle with Faded. Congrats on the double podium for Williams. Good job, Ryan. You had a great drive with all the problems that you had. Sam, as always, great defense. You played it perfectly. But yeah, it just came down to not having the battery.
Yep. So do you think you could try to contend for a podium or maybe a win in Azerbaijan?
Podium, absolutely. The win, little bit far, just because of Sam's pace. Obviously tonight had a little bit of luck with the safety car restart at the end there. I was on the softer tire. In overall pace, I don't think I'm there quite yet, but if get lucky with safety cars or any crashes, I will definitely take advantage.
Yep. Move on to your race winners, 111 in a row. Sam Lewis, you ready?
Yeah.
So you obviously had that 5 place grid penalty at the start, but then you got a lucky safety car on like lap 2, and that kind of saved your race. And how were you able to just drive through the field and get the race win?
So I'll take you through the whole thing. Me and Landon just had like a whole fight. I mean, he says I forced him off. I was already ahead at the corner. I do admit I was a bit too desperate to get past. I was being a little bit impatient, but it's over now, and it didn't affect our races at all. Yeah, him taking me out was a bit too far, but it didn't affect my race in any way, so I won't be sending out penalties to him. He apologized, so that's all I wanted from him. Yeah, the safety car really helped me get back up to the field. I just easily passed everyone because they didn't want to put the fight to me. I mean, they just knew I had better pace. But overall, I started to pull a gap. The safety car once again comes out at the very end, puts me under pressure. But I managed DRS well, and I was able to win with a comfortable gap, if I would say that.
Yep. So do you think you get 12 in a row at Azerbaijan?
Yeah, I'm really quick there. I've been like very fast there in league races I've done. But props to everyone else being nice to me, even though I'm winning all the time. And I try not to be cocky about it. It's just the way I am. I can't change it. I love the compliments and everything that everyone puts to me. So I appreciate that. But Baku, hopefully, I don't hit the wall at the castle section. That's like the only worry that I have for this track. But I think I should have the advantage to get the 12 in a row there. So we'll see next weekend.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll do it for interviews. I'm going to leave the interview room, but thank you guys for racing. So yeah. All right. See ya. So yeah, it was a pretty chaotic race in Japan. We'll have to see how what Baku has in store for us next Friday in a week time. So yeah, we are. We are gonna be live on the channel on Formula Allegiant for round 12 of the Formula Allegiant World Championship Season 1 at 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific, 6:30 Central Time, 4:30 Pacific Time. So we'll be live then for racing action in Azerbaijan. So you don't want to miss it. That's gonna be probably gonna be a pretty chaotic race because that track is known for chaos, and it's a pretty tight street course. So we'll see how that goes. Really fast paced, and yeah, you do not want to miss it next weekend in Baku. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Sam Lewis goes 11 in a row, but yeah. So yeah, that'll do it for Formula Allegiant in Japan. So